What is happening, party people? This is Brett Jackson Boogie coming at you. Happiness in retirement. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to get better at guitar and singing, and you can broaden that. How to get better at your favorite hobby or anything really. And so I'm sharing this. I'm sharing my journey about playing guitar and singing because I'm really into it now. I retired. Um, Part of my story is that I was playing guitar and I wrote a bunch of songs with a buddy that played bass, and I recorded them on GarageBand, and those will forever be my songs, and I've got them out there in the universe. So that's cool, but now I've got these goals that I want to be in a band. I want to be able to be a solo musician that can sing and play guitar in front of people. I want to jam with buddies, and I want to do busking. I've been watching a lot of people do busking on YouTube. Shout out to August Radio Project. He's a really nice guy and has a lot of good advice. But the number one piece of advice I would give everybody is just do it. Seriously, if you want to be better at something, you got to get over the fact that you're going to feel like a dummy, or you're not going to be as good as you want to be, or you might be embarrassed. You just got to do it. You just got to suck it up and do it. I mean, I know I don't sound great. My voice doesn't sound great right now. My guitar is not the greatest right now, but I'm trying, and that's the most important thing. And that is how I'm making gains. That's the only way you're ever going to make gains, is to just do it. So I would recommend playing with people. When I got in front of people, sometimes they would stand around and go, "Well, who's going to sing this song?" I got together with a country band, and they're like, "Who's going to sing this song?" So that got me to want to learn how to sing. So I started taking singing lessons. And I hope I've gotten better at singing. I think I have. But one of the things with singing is you've got to warm up every day. You got to practice. And with guitar, you've got to practice every day, or as much as you can, really. I practice every day now. So a little status on my goals. I got into a country band, and I learned like 30 of their country songs. And I learned a lot, and I started singing and everything. And that was over the course of like 4 or 5 months. But there were some personality issues, and it just didn't work out. So I just kept at it and kept at it. And I'm taking guitar lessons every Wednesday from a great guitar teacher in Austin, Texas, named Jake Andrews. If you don't know Jake, look him up. He is awesome, and he's a great guy, and he's really good at teaching. So the next thing I wanted to do was keep that momentum going and stay in a band. So I put myself on Band Mix, and I had a couple of auditions, and they were kind of like more rock band, like Southern rock or old classic rock. And it was such a mishmash. I didn't have the voice for some of it, and it's really hard to play guitar and sing at the same time. So you really got to concentrate. So when I went to these auditions, again, I learned a ton, but I just wasn't good enough to be able to have the band say, "You're it." So, I kept going, kept studying my guitar, kept trying to sing, kept learning new songs. That's another thing I'd recommend to people who are just starting out. Learn songs from beginning to end. It's really helpful. If you just learn little pieces of parts and like a solo here and there and whatnot, it's just not going to work. You got to learn the whole song. Anyway, so I stuck with it, and I got into a band recently, and I'm really happy that we seem to be really getting along, and we're up to 9 songs. We're going to get up to 12 songs for our first gig on June 18th at Little Darlings in South Austin, Texas. So, my band and I, the name of the band is London Swinging, and it's a really cool genre of music. So anyway, look us up. And if you like my material, go ahead and hit the subscribe, and then go to the next video. Peace out.